All right, guys. So as you could see here, basically what we're doing is we're just testing like the memory real quick just to make sure it's stable. And one thing that I really wanted to show you guys, I don't know if I can zoom in or not. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to zoom in for you guys. All right, so you can see right here that I could see the dim temperature. So this is 2 times 16. This is the 6400. No, this is not the 6400. This is 7200 megahertz kit. So when I told you guys like to wait and stuff like that, this is the little stuff that I was talking about because these are like the most important stuff if you want to get the most FPS possible. Basically what you have to know is that anytime this goes over 45 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius, like while you're doing like a memory test and stuff, it's almost like double the chances of you having a very, very unstable like DRAM memory timings in general. So like what people don't know is like unlike DDR4, DDR5 HYNIX, which is the best DDR5 that you can get right now, is essentially very, 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 very sensitive to heat. And a lot of people are putting like these 1300Ks and semi-great cases. It's not like the best, it's not like the worst. But guys, like I'm telling you, from what I've seen so far, you're gonna need every ounce of cooling that you could possibly have. If you really want to push this thing, like you would still push it a little bit, but if you really want to push this thing to its level, to its maximum potential, you're gonna need every ounce of cooling you can get, maybe even liquid cool if you could, because the way this CPU is performing, it's going all out. It's going 200 watts, 300 watts, like it's nothing. And the DIMMs on top of the CPU being hot, if you run any kind of like stress test, if I run a CPU test, the DIMMs are temperature sensitive too. So if you went DDR5, not only is your CPU like trying to max out its like threshold for like its thermal limit, but your RAM is also at like pretty much its limit in regards to that. That's why you see me using a RAM fan or something like that above my RAM kits, because if I don't, then this most likely the timing that I'm running here on 4DIMM motherboard would be completely unstable here. So if you can get a RAM kit, get like all RGB fans that you can, get a really great case. Do not skimp out on cooling this gen, guys. You just can't. You can't. I don't know. Like, okay, if you're RGB, you really got to make a choice. You really have to make a choice. Do you want RGB or do you want the maximum like FPS possible from that $5,000 PC that you're building, right? So this gen, it's really coming down to choice. You can't have both anymore, guys. Don't let people lie to you. Trust me, unless you're doing a water cool build, you cannot have both unless like you're doing something crazy. Maybe if you push and pull, I don't know. I'll try it for you guys, but you can't have really both. You got to have one. So what I would say is, hey, if you're paying $5K, get a well-performed build, let it be completely stable, and just have fun in game. Because what's going to happen is you're going to see everybody with their RGB builds right now. It's going to be fine, but then those temperatures, it gets hotter every month. Then you're going to see some instability coming. Not now, but soon. Because dust and everything else collects in your case. So unless like you're cleaning your case every month and stuff, like 100% go cooling this time around. Do not make the mistake. The RGB is not worth 30 to 40 FPS. Let me say that again. The RGB is not worth 30 to 40 FPS. I might be exaggerating, but hey, I hope you enjoy, guys. And this is just a little tip. Be careful of your temperatures and just make sure that your CPU's cool, and make sure your RAM is cool. What you can do if you can't find a RAM fan, what you can do is just put a regular fan over your RAM. Boom. End of story. You're good. And that'll allow you to scale to a higher limit. Might look like a little ugly, but trust me, it's worth it when you see how smooth the game is. But you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.